Will somebody tell me if we're supposed to start the program?
Freeman hits the ball. Right field.
Into right field. She is gone. Oh, what a pass. Doncic, perfection there on the assist.
A little magic from Doncic.
Stafford takes the shoulder, takes a shot downfield. It is caught by Nakua. He picked him on his shoulder and made the catch.
One of a kind player. One of a kind season. Shohei Ohtani starts the 50-50 club.
It's up and in on the count. LeBron James at the buzzer.
This game's in the Admiral refrigerator. The door is closed. The lights out. Butter's getting hard. The eggs are cooling, and the Jell-O is jiggling.
What is up, everybody, and welcome to the LA Sports Roundup podcast. My name is Mike Andrade. We're sitting here recording live October 1st, 2025. How's everyone doing today? I hope you guys are having a fabulous Wednesday. Can you believe it's already October? I just felt like this whole year has just gone by so fast. And it's already October. Mariah Carey is already popping out her head with that song. You guys know what song I'm talking about, but there's somebody else popping up his head today. If you guys have followed my work, I did a Let's Go Lakers podcast. I had my best friend John on the podcast a couple times. John, what's going on? How are you?
Oh, the Grim Reaper is back.
The Grim Reaper is back. I like that. I'm gonna market it like that.
Yeah, that's my nickname. I either tell people that when I'm in a good mood. I tell people that when I'm in a bad mood. It's very universal how I use that name.
You tell the guy at 7-Eleven that. You tell other funeral directors that.
Oh yeah, they love
So,
it. When
especially women that.
yeah. Oh, the women love it when I tell them that. The Grim Reaper. No, but yeah, all the other funeral directors, they look at me like, "What's wrong with this kid?" And I'm like, "Well, that's the way I roll."
Right, absolutely. And that is the way you roll. I call you John Flair for a reason.
Oh yeah, John Flair.
What about your crocodile shoes? They're getting so heavy.
Oh yeah. Woo! Limousine riding, jet flying, can't steal it, wheeling dealing.
Son of a gun!
Yeah, son of a gun. Woo! Anyways, we're not here to talk about John Flair, the Grim Reaper. We're here to talk about the Lakers.
The Lakers. It is basketball season once again. Now, before I get into that, I just recorded my Rams report. It's week 5. It's already up. All the other episodes from last week, they're already up. So make sure you guys go back into the archives if you haven't checked it, especially my Rams report from week 5. I just uploaded that yesterday. But it is basketball season, and all 3 sports in LA are back. Baseball, football, basketball. The only 3 that matter. You can, if you want to count hockey in there, you can. But to me, those are the only 3 that matters. And really, truly,
Whoa! That does matter. Hockey does matter because I am a season ticket holder for the Anaheim Ducks. So
this is not Lace 'em Up Sports does not cover Anaheim sports. We cover Los Angeles sports.
oh, you'll be covering it when I'm getting taken out of the Jack Daniels bar in handcuffs. Going,
Oh my
this
God.
was America. I thought this was America.
Exactly. But basketball season is back. I feel like the start of every season is like the birth of a newborn baby.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, there's excitement in the air. The roses are starting to bloom. You know, the air feels different. The colors in the sky just look a little different.
just waking up feels different. Going to work feels different. You know,
Oh, yeah.
coming home, throwing the keys on the counter, and just turning on Laker basketball. Nothing else matters when Laker basketball is on. Just people could be calling, people could be screaming, but
Yeah.
I have tunnel vision when the Lakers are on. It feels like I'm at the game. It feels like I'm the coach.
Yeah.
It just
It's
different.
We have a certain routine when the game is on. So we call each other pretty much at the end of every quarter to discuss what's going on.
Yeah, how many times have I screamed at you like it's your fault that they're losing?
Exactly. You got to do better out there, Mike. You got to do better. I'm not even a player.
Oh, my most famous line is, "Coach, what the hell are you doing, Coach?
Yeah.
Pull him, Coach,
Oh
pull
yeah.
him."
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, no, we get very intense when it comes to watching these games, and but just life is different when the season is upon us. Media day was Monday. Um, I always love waiting for media day. It's always kind of the same kind of jargon. They're all off-season workouts. They're looking forward to the season, this and that. There's nothing too, I guess groundbreaking in a sense when it comes to media day. It's always just the same kind of pictures. It's the talking heads. It's a lot of that, but I would still look forward to it because it's like I said, it's the birth of a newborn baby. Did
Hmm.
you have any takeaways from media day?
Yeah, all the role players look like their agent handed them a nice little post-it card to say, "I'm here. I'm happy to be in LA. I'm gonna
Yeah,
fit my role.
yeah,
I'm gonna make sure that I'm playing with Luca. I'm playing with
yeah,
LeBron."
yeah,
The only ones that was really good takeaway was Luca. Luca looks very energized. He looks like he's ready for a redemption season. Um, One thing that kind of took me back though was LeBron. LeBron does look really relaxed, but I don't know. He's not deciding yet if he's going to call it a career or not yet. We don't know.
yeah. I think the one thing I kind of gathered from him is that he is taking everything in. He hasn't said the words. He hasn't said the words, and he's not going to say the words yet. But I noticed that he's kind of just looking around, and he's really just kind of soaking it in. And it kind of gives me the sense that it is his last season. Like it just the writing is on the wall with me. Um, and especially it is his last season in LA. Now I've said that. I've said that. Oh, this is his last season for the Lakers. With the Lakers for probably 3-4 years now. But I
Oh, we
really,
say that every year. Every
yeah.
year we say that.
And we always keep saying he could play another 2 years. He could play. And honestly, yes, he could play. But I really think I get the vibe from him that retirement is imminent with him. Like it's
Hmm.
it's it's coming up. And he's really gonna soak in this year. Soak it in. And I think that's gonna be the narrative with him. As he goes through the cities on the road, he's really gonna soak it in. The fans are gonna appreciate seeing LeBron James. Now, I obviously, I've supported LeBron James since day one when
Hmm.
him coming to the Lakers.
Me
But to
too.
me, do you get the sense that he'd rather be in Cleveland?
Yeah, I get that. I get that sense now. I think to be honest, it feels like he'd rather be in Cleveland now because look at the squad they're rocking right now. They got Donovan Mitchell, they have Jared Allen, they have Evan Mobley, Darlis Garland. Lonzo's there.
Yeah,
Mr. I'll play 82 games.
he
Uh,
said he didn't know that they had water.
yeah, yeah. Well, I
Yeah,
was I was I was joking around with all the guys saying I didn't know Cleveland had water. It's like, really,
yeah,
dude?
yeah,
Really? But
yeah,
no, it just I think LeBron wants to go back home for one more season, maybe,
yeah.
but come on, dude. Like LeBron is he's such a savant, he's such a diva that he's gonna want that Kobe farewell tour. He's gonna announce it
If it's
before the
yeah,
season.
if it's not this year, it's for sure next year, and I'm guaranteeing you, it's not going to be with the Lakers. If it is
No.
next year,
No, it's not gonna be with LA. He's not he's loved. Don't get me wrong, a lot of fans do love him. I appreciate that 2020 title that he brought us,
yeah,
but
yeah,
he's a Laker, but he's not like a true Laker. We're talking like Kobe, talking
yeah.
like Shaq, talking like
Right.
Magic, talking like James Worthy. He's not Kareem. He's not. He has the cachet, but he's jumped from team to team. That's the only problem.
Exactly. But we'll get to LeBron in a few minutes here before we get down to the roster. But today I wanted to talk about all the guys on the main roster here, the 12-man rotation. Let's see here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 guys. 13 guys in our main rotation. Obviously, a few of these guys aren't really going to get playing time, but for the majority part, this is going to be our roster for the first half of the season. So I wanted to talk about each and every guy on the roster and kind of see, have a little breakaway of what they are expected to do and kind of just kind of lay into like what they've been before and what they can possibly produce for the upcoming season.
Okay, yeah, let's get into it. Let's see.
Yeah,
Let's go through all the whole roster. Let's see who's going to be a main contributor and who's
let's
going to
go.
be
Yep,
sitting on the bench.
we'll go top of the list here. Like I wrote down on some notes here. We'll go with Dalton Connect. Dalton Connect, second year player. What's let's get your take first.
His confidence has been stripped from him. They made sure to take his confidence away.
Well, yeah, that, but there's factors because he got traded last year, and then he had to come back. And once he got traded last year, the rotation, the playing time really got stripped away. And then when he did get playing time, he just didn't produce.
Yeah, he got broken up with. And
Yeah,
then
he did.
couple days later, the ex came calling, and he went back to mama.
Yeah,
That's basically what happened with him.
exactly.
But um, I think he's going to be a fine player. It just his defense needs to come to par. He's a little bit below average defensive player, but he's a really nice catch and shoot player.
Yeah,
He can easily hit the open three. When he gets hot, he gets hot.
yeah,
Um, he needs to get his confidence back though. They need to give him, I would say, give him anywhere from 12 to 15 minutes.
yeah.
This is going to be the theme of the podcast, that Luca and LeBron are really going to look for him, and they're going to command so many double teams. They're going to command players to stick on them and don't connect. He should be able to easily hit anything from the field if he's ready. He just needs to come in, be ready, um,
Yeah.
stay in front of his guy, and he'll find a home here with those two players with him.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. I think fans kind of like they unfairly judge a player quickly now. Before
Oh,
it used to be
totally.
like, oh, give him 2, 3 years and then we'll see what he can do. Fans right away, if he has a bad game, oh, he's trash. You trade him, trade. I mean, yes, he was an older rookie last year, but I think you really have to just base it off of what he can do this year in his second year. If it's a situation where he's just still not contributing and he's getting playing time and it's just not there, then yeah, I mean, the writing will be on the wall then. But you got to give it time still. And I think unfairly too, fans really put some expectations on him last year. I was even quoted as saying, "Oh, maybe he could be like a Klay Thompson type," and that was ridiculously unfair for me to say. But just strip away those expectations and let's see what he can do. And he's going to get the playing time under JJ Redick.
Yeah, JJ seems like he really likes him. You can tell that JJ Redick views him as himself. He sees a little bit of himself in Dalton Connect. But like I said, Dalton Connect needs to come in. He needs to be ready. And the most important thing, though, he just needs to hit open shots. That's all we're really asking for him. We're not asking him to create the offense. We're not asking him to take the ball up and run point. All we're asking is, when someone gets doubled, like an Austin Reeves, a Luca, a LeBron, or maybe sometimes even DeAndre Ayton, he just hits an open three, and that's pretty much it.
If he can give us a good, and yeah, he averaged 9 points a game last season, but if he can stay consistent with those 9 points, the only reason why I got to 9 points is because when he did get hot, he was hot. But other than that, he wasn't contributing at all. So if he can stay consistent with those 9 points a game and have it be an even playing field with those things, I think it's going to be a good season for him.
Yeah, it's going to be a really good season. Well, the only reason it won't be a good season for him is if Mr. Walker Kessler becomes available,
Yeah.
and we trade him over to Utah, and he'll probably get a lot of playing time over there. But
Yeah.
that's for a loser ass franchise.
Poverty franchise.
Yeah, poverty. There you go. Poverty. Yes,
Exactly.
that's the nice word. That's the nice word.
Exactly.
Poverty. The ghetto.
Exactly. But now next on the list is Gabe Vincent.
Oh,
Gabe has been with
jeez.
the team for what, 3 years now?
Two.
Came from Miami.
Yeah, he came from Miami. Biggest robbery of a contract I've ever seen. But okay.
Yeah. Well, I think Gabe really showed what he can do last year. He had his first year with the Lakers, I think it was 2023, was horrible. He was injured, he wasn't productive, and it looked like honestly, it looked like another Kendrick Nunn situation where he was just not going to be able to play, and when he did, it just wasn't there. But last year, especially towards the end of last season, and when we got into the playoff series versus Minnesota, I think he really showed his scoring ability again, and I think it showed that he could be a really good backup point guard.
Yeah, I think he could be a really good backup point guard. It just the problem is he just needs to stay consistent. He needs to stay healthy. He doesn't really look like his mind is fully in it. There's some games where he looks really good, and there's some games where just he doesn't really look too interested. He came over here to be a defensive specialist and hit a couple open threes,
Yeah.
but it just looks like in my opinion, he really needs to just get his head in the game and treat it like it was Miami.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely a smaller point guard out there compared to the bigger guards, but I think that having Luca control the ball now, it'll be a nice element with him coming off the bench. Luca controlling the ball, teams are going to have the game plan against him. Gabe
Right.
Vincent, now he can just come in and just kind of tear it up, like with no expectations.
Yeah, there should be no expectations at all. There's there should be no pressure for Gabe Vincent whatsoever. He's just going to be the backup point guard.
Yeah.
Again, he's probably going to get what do you think is fair? 12 to 18 minutes a game?
Yeah, it depends on Marcus Smart. I think if Marcus Smart is really the guy out there with, handling the basketball, whether in the starting lineup or off the bench, it depends on how Marcus Smart is playing. But I think still Gabe's probably going to get around 12 to 15 minutes a game.
Well, if Marcus Smart could be three-fourths of the player that he used to be, Gabe Vincent's going to be getting buried in the bench. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah. But up next, we have DeAndre Ayton. Now,
Ooh, this is a good
big
one.
question marks on him. Big question marks. He's definitely coming off a run in Portland where it was underwhelming. Considering that when he was in Phoenix, he was looked at upon as an all-star type center. And not sure what exactly happened in Portland. There was questions about his motor, about how much he wanted it, how much, he was putting towards effort on the floor. Still putting up numbers, but DeAndre Ayton, not the same guy he was in Phoenix. And so I think this is a good redemption year for him.
Well, you got to remember, he played for, you just said it, he played for Portland. Like, that's another franchise that's not going anywhere. Every game was meaningless. Um, I can see why people had question about his motor. He did not have any motivation. It basically felt like he was playing basketball just to get a paycheck. But now he's coming here to LA where all eyeballs are going to be on him and every single game is going to have meaning for him,
Yeah.
especially contract year.
Yeah.
This is a huge contract year for him. I say this year, oh, he's a nice little lob threat too for Luca and
Oh,
LeBron
especially.
and Austin Reeves. He has three more than capable playmakers around him, so there's going to be no excuses for him to be able to finish around the rim or able to demand the ball. I say for DeAndre Ayton easily last year with no motivation, 14 points and 10 rebounds. This year easily 18 points, 18. He's probably going to be the old school 20 and 10 guy easily.
I I can't say that he's going to get 20 points a game, but if he can stay within 15, 16 points a game, but also what I'm looking forward to seeing is the rebounds. How can he affect the glass and how can he affect, defending the paint? Because it's not been something of that it's been his strong suit. So, and that's really been a thing that the Lakers have lacked. So how can he defend the paint and how can he crash the boards, especially in that playoff series? Remember against Minnesota, we were killed. And so how can he affect the boards in that paint and give other opportunities to, an Austin Reeves? There were not, or a Luka Doncic.
Yeah, I think he's gonna come with a high motor. He's gonna prove us all wrong. It's either gonna be I don't know though. For some reason though, uh, remember when Andre Drummond came to the Lakers?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm kind of getting those vibes for some reason with him. I don't know why, but because we got hoaxed in that deal with Andre Drummond. He did not play any type of meaningful basketball whatsoever.
He's just there was expectations for him to be what Dwight Howard was, and even JaVale McGee, and he did not fit. He was not a fit on that team. I mean, towards the end of that 2021 playoffs, I want to say the
Hmm.
one against Phoenix, like oddly enough against DeAndre Ayton, Marcus All was playing. Marcus All was the starting center.
Yeah,
So
Marcus All. Even towards the end of the year, he seemed like he was like a old man Jokic, able to play make. He made players so much better.
yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Exactly. But we're not here to talk about Marcus All. Let's go on to the Lakers backup center, Jackson Hayes. I
Uh,
mentioned the rebounds, and there was a reason why Jackson Hayes was taken off the floor of that playoff series last season against Minnesota. Jackson Hayes was a surprise in the regular season, obviously a lob threat. Many people thought he was going to get paid. I thought he might have gotten paid, but that playoff series really did damage to him.
Well, yeah, because Jackson Hayes, no offense, but he doesn't really have the highest IQ out there. He's always making bonehead plays or trying to do something spectacular, but it's like, dude, you're just a lob threat. That's all you are. Be a lob threat, defend the paint, and set some screens. That's all I really expect out of him. Just a nice little lob threat, grab, grab rebounds, and be some type of paint protection.
Yeah.
But he didn't even seem like he really even protected the paint that much.
No, no, he didn't. And that's not even close to what his forte is. I mean, he could block some shots out there with his length, but he's not the type of guy that you're going to depend on to fill the paint up. He's a lob threat at best. And so, unfortunately, with the Luka trade last season, we had to shoehorn him into the starting lineup. Especially when the Mark Williams trade got declined and sent Dalton Connect back. But I would say Jackson Hayes did. He served his purpose. It just didn't work out in the postseason.
Yeah, no, he did serve his purpose during the regular season, but when the marbles and the lights got a little too bright, it just he needs to have more of a skill set. You can't just be a lob threat throughout the playoffs. You need to be able to do a little bit of everything.
Right. Absolutely. Exactly. So for me, I'm thinking if he can just stay, in the rotation, I mean, that'll be a plus. And hopefully, I mean, there probably will be times he has to start. But the less Jackson Hayes we have, and the more that he's just available in just situations where we need him, the better, I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Jackson Hayes is just going to be out there just to be a lob threat, grab a couple rebounds, and call it a day. I don't think he's going to be. He'll be a key piece, but if the Lakers really want to go somewhere, they're going to have to really find a second backup big. I think Jackson Hayes is more like a third stringer. He's not a second stringer just yet, but
Yeah,
maybe he'll surprise us.
exactly. There's one guy I skipped over, and we can move on to him next. It's Rui Hachimura. And
Oh, Rui
interesting.
Hachimura, yes, yes.
Yeah. To me, he's an interesting topic because Rui has a lot of still, I think there's some potential there. Um, the one thing that I just have always had a knock against him is that he has these stretches where he looks good, right? Either he's coming
Yeah.
off the bench or in the starting lineup, and he's really contributing. His threes on point, defending, he's good, and he's attacking the basket. He's, helping out defenders, and he's good. There's just times throughout the season too where maybe a 2 week stretch where it just looks like where's Rui Hachimura?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. One game, a couple games in a row, he puts it together. Like you said, he hits his 3 pointers. He's driving to the rim. He's grabbing rebounds. He's really ferocious.
Hmm.
He's playing good defense, and then all of a sudden, just he kind of disappears. But in all honesty, though, maybe that was the AD effect, though. AD was there, grabbing all the rebounds and having all the sexy plays and block shots. Now Rui's role got bigger without AD being there.
Yeah.
Even with DeAndre Ayton, Rui's going to have a bigger role.
Yeah, I think so too. He'll have a bigger role. And I think well, we'll get into LeBron later, but I think Rui's really going to have to fill it up this year in a big, big way. I think with Rui, he's been good, but not consistent enough where we can say, yeah, he's like one of like the third best player, or he's the fourth best player. I think he's really going to have to serve. I always compare him right now in my head. I'm comparing him to like a Lamar Odom type, even though they're different players. But remember how important Lamar Odom was to the 2009, 2010 championship Lakers teams. Obviously, we had Kobe, we had Bynum, Gasol, but Lamar Odom was a viable piece on that team, and we don't win without
Glue.
Lamar Odom.
He was the glue. Lamar Odom was the glue. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But
No, and Rui Hachimura has to serve that role with this team if we're going to win.
yeah, he's going to have to be the glue guy, and he's going to have to be able not do a little bit of everything. He's going to have to do a lot of everything. He's going to have to rebound. He's going to have to play some good defense. He's a good he's a when like when the Jokic's or the Joel Embiid's, he actually has good post defense. You're not able to back down Rui as easily as people would think. He's actually really strong down there,
Yeah, really
and he
strong.
actually
Yeah.
he actually does play good post defense.
Yeah, he does. It's just a matter of putting it together in an 82 season schedule, and not taking nights off like we've seen him do.
Yeah, well, I think when he came from the Wizards to LA, he started putting it together. But I think he still has some bad habits from the Wizards days.
He
That
does.
that 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 low ass
Look at
franchise
look
over
look at
there.
what the Wizards did to Kyle Kuzma.
Oh my God, they took a champion, and you
Yeah,
talk about strip away confidence and talk away strip away everything. Oh yeah, they stripped everything away from him, and that's well, Kuzma's on the Bucks now, so that's good,
yeah, but he's
but.
a weirdo now.
Yeah, he is a weirdo, dude. Ever since he won that championship with LA, he walks around like he's a star, but he's really not. But
No, he's not.
this isn't
Yeah,
about Kuzma. We could do a whole podcast on him though.
exactly. All right, let's move on to Marcus Smart, the guy who we mentioned a little bit ago. Marcus Smart, former sixth man of the year a few years ago, but has had a couple down years. I think it was in Memphis. Was it Washington? I'm not sure.
No, it
Oh,
was Washington. It
yeah.
was never. He got his heart broken, just like Luca, but he took it
Yeah.
harder.
Yeah,
He
when they
took it
traded him
harder though.
from Boston,
Yeah, Boston to where? Where did he go? To where?
Washington, I think. No, was it
Uh,
Memphis or was it Memphis?
no, it was Washington. He went straight to Washington.
Yeah, dude, that's where your career goes to die.
I was about to say that right now. Yeah, that's where his career. Yeah, yeah. You get traded to Washington, and you just again probably no motivation. They're playing for nothing. They're the laughing stock of the NBA. So
Yeah,
why keep yourself healthy? Why he had a good contract and everything, but again, this is another redemption year for him. I think he's going to come out and play ferocious defense. That's all they're going to ask out of him is play the hardest you can on
yeah,
defense. And like
yeah.
JJ Redick said, we need your voice. And oh, Marcus
Yeah,
Smart, he has a
yeah,
voice.
and a spark plug out there, especially when we're playing a OKC, when we're playing a Dallas, when we're playing a Denver. We need him to be a spark plug out there to ignite the defense and maybe hit some clutch shots too. Even though that's not his forte, we need
I
him to be.
wouldn't say clutch shots. It just hit the three if you're open. That's it.
Yeah.
We don't need him taking contested threes to win the game. That's
That,
Luka and
yeah.
LeBron's job.
And that just be smart with the ball. No pun intended.
Be smart with the ball. Yeah, but I think he needs to play really good defense. Like he needs to have like a Drew Holiday role. You're not really asked much out of offense. You're asked to play all NBA defense,
Right.
defense out there.
Right. Yeah. Well, we'll see what he can contribute. It's still question marks on him if he's going to be healthy enough to sustain the season. And that's why we still haven't gotten rid of Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent's kind of like Marcus Smart warranty.
Yeah, he's an insurance policy for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. But if Marcus Smart can just serve his role. And I think he's already accepted that. Serve his role into being an igniter on defense, being a spark plug out there and just being a guy that's going to be a veteran in the locker room. It's going to be a good season for him as well.
I call it now. He's probably going to start a couple games. There's
Uh,
JJ Redick's going to be very strategic. If we're playing like an OKC or playing like a Denver, just Marcus Smart's going to start to to start to be a thorn in like the Jamal Murray's
yeah,
or the Shea Alexanders.
yeah,
He's going to just be a
yeah.
thorn in their get in their head a little bit. I think Reeves is going to come off the bench a couple games.
It, it's possible. It's possible, but I don't think JJ Redick. I personally don't think JJ Redick would put Austin Reeves on the bench, but we'll see. But let's talk about a personal favorite of mine, Jared Vanderbilt.
Oh yeah, he's one of my favorites too.
Vanderbilt had a great first season with the Lakers, or half season when he got traded, along with D'Angelo Russell and who was that other guy? Michael.
Oh,
No, no.
Mister, I like to gamble,
Oh
Malik
yeah,
Beasley.
Malik Beasley. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Jared Vanderbilt, he had a great first half season with the Lakers, was in the starting lineup in 2023 when we went to the Western Conference Finals and was a guy that was a crucial part of our defense. Jared Vanderbilt's a guy that, can be all over the place with his athleticism, his tenacity out there, but, got hurt for the better part of 2 seasons and then just wasn't available. And
yeah.
so,
When I went to the Laker game on my birthday, he always even during timeouts, even if he wasn't playing, they were always stretching him. I knew there was something wrong with him, but again, this is another redemption season. I think he is fully healthy.
yeah,
Um, he's very high octane out there. He's like 91 gas out there. He makes special defensive plays that really energizes the team. He gets a key steal, he gets a key shutdown. He really energizes the team, and I don't know how many minutes a night he'll get, but if he's playing high level defense, especially with his big body and his quickness, he's going to earn a really good rotation on this team. Especially, do you imagine him and Marcus Smart on the
yeah,
floor when they're
defensive
both
tenacity
playing?
out there.
Right. You have LeBron, Luca, Reeves, Smart, and Vanderbilt out there. Yes, you'll be missing rebounds, but the defense will definitely be there.
Yeah, definitely. They'll be there, and Jared Vanderbilt he's like another glue guy, I think, if he's healthy. He's him and Rui Hachimura. Hachimura has done it more consistently, but Jared Vanderbilt has a lot to prove, and if he can, he's just one of those guys like on a championship team that you need. Like, look at I go back to 2009, look at what Trevor Ariza was for the Lakers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Obviously Jared Vanderbilt's not going to be hitting threes. We're not going to expect that from him. But the guy that, Jared Vanderbilt can do those defensive things and it can make a difference on the floor. And we've seen it last season too when he was healthy. It's just a matter of putting it together for a full season now.
Yeah, Jared Vanderbilt, he's going to be really good. I think he was just injured. I think he was just injured. Remember when we were trying to rush him back? We
Yeah.
were trying to rush him back in the playoffs. I think it was what 2024,
24.
right?
Yeah, 2024.
Yeah, 2024 when we rushed him back, he did not look the same.
No, he did not. And then he ended up missing the first half of last season. So, yeah.
Yeah, no. So he just needs to get healthy, but we don't need any offense from him at all. And he grabs rebounds too. Remember that, guys. He grabs rebounds. He's a very good defensive rebound.
Yeah, he's very lanky out there. So, he's a very tall guy. And can get it done on the boards. It's just a matter of staying healthy.
Right, right. Yeah, no, Vanderbilt's going to be a contributor. I truly believe that. If he stays healthy, he's going to be a contributor for sure.
Absolutely, I think. All right, moving on. Jake LaRavia. Now, I don't know if a lot of fans know about Jake LaRavia. He was our pretty much our true free agent signing during the offseason.
Mm,
He's replacing Dorian Finney-Smith, who went to the Houston Rockets. And look at Jake LaRavia. If he can hit his threes, again, this league is all about 3 and D, right? You can hit
Yep.
the threes and you can cover on defense. He's gonna earn minutes out there, especially if Jared Vanderbilt is not healthy. Yeah.
Right, and what I like about Jake how do you say his name? Laravia. What I like about we'll just call him Jake L. What I like about Jake L is he's very motivated to play defense. He doesn't want to just be known as a 3-point shooter. He
Right.
wants he wants to be known he wants to be known as a defensive player too.
Right. He does. And this is the perfect place for him to do that and to showcase him for his next contract, I think. And so he JJ Redick is going to like him, especially if he's out there producing and he's going to earn minutes, especially if guys are injured.
Right. I think he's going to earn minutes out there. You're not going to see him from the start, but he's going to have one of those games where they really need him, where they really need him to come in the game. He's going to have a decent game, and then I think JJ Redick is going to start putting him in.
Yeah, I think so too. And he could possibly start some games as well. I
Yeah.
think, yeah, especially when mid-season when guys are hurt or LeBron's just out on a 2-week vacation, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I
So,
think I think so. Well, LeBron's going to take a. I don't know. You think LeBron's going to take it? Well, we'll save that question when we talk about LeBron. But no, I think Jake is going to have a surprise season. Not a lot of fans were not happy when we signed him. A lot of fans were saying, "Who the hell is this?" But
yeah,
luckily, I knew who he was because of Laker Nation, and Austin Reeves vouched for him. And Austin Reeves is no slouch. We know that.
exactly. Exactly. Speaking of Austin Reeves, we can get into him.
Oh,
Can you
don't even get
believe
me
this is his
started.
fifth season with the Lakers?
Fifth season. I remember when I first saw Austin Reeves, I was thinking to myself, who the hell is this white boy that they're trotting out here?
Right.
Because they trot him out after Caruso left us.
Yeah, they trotted him out, and he was an undrafted free agent. Went to junior colleges. Was invited to by LeBron to in 2022, or actually 2021, 2022, around there, to the Las Vegas training camp, the kind of the pre-training camp, and then impressed a lot of people there, and then made the team. Was signed on a two-way, but then quickly was removed from that two-way to a regular contract. And so, and then, after that, his second season was his breakout. I had a great playoff run, and then he's just built on top of that. And now we're talking about Austin Reeves as a superstar, and he quite possibly, I mean, it's not out of the realm to think of Austin Reeves as an all-star.
No, it's not out of the realms. Austin Reeves, when he wants to be, he could be an average defender.
Right.
But he is a really good playmaker, and he can score the ball basically anywhere. He knows how to draw fouls. He knows how to drive it in. He can shoot the mid range. He can hit floaters. He can hit 3-pointers. He's actually clutch too. He
Yeah, I was
has
gonna
that
say.
clutch. He has that clutch gene in him.
Right. Like honestly, honest to God, I'd rather take Austin Reeves shooting a last second shot than LeBron.
Yeah, that's fair. That's really fair. Yeah, I take Reeves. I take Reeves to take the last second shot.
Um,
Absolutely.
and with, obviously with Luca, I mean, Reeves could get those shots.
Let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is Luca we're talking about.
No, what
Luca's
I'm saying is Luca's gonna obviously have the attention of everybody, and then who's second? It's gonna be LeBron.
yeah,
Austin's gonna
yeah,
be open, dude.
yeah, yeah. Austin Reeves is going to be open. You can't guard all of them at once.
Exactly.
You can't
Yeah.
be double. You can't double team all of them.
And
Luca's
Austin can hit it from distance as well. Well, obviously he's not Steph Curry out there, but Austin can hit it from 30 feet. He can hit it long range.
yeah, and he can hit floaters too.
Exactly. He could drive. And that's what makes Austin Reeves great. And so the trajectory is, can he be an all-star now? If he just stays where he's at, borderline all-star, then man, that's still gonna be really, really good for him. I just, now it's like see, how much of his potential is now.
Yeah, I think Austin Reeves is going to be borderline all star. I don't think he can be an all star though with LeBron and Luca on the team because they're going to be soaking up most of the stats,
Yeah.
just those two players themselves, and they're going to have the ball most of the time. They're both ball handlers, so It's gonna be hard, but Austin Reeves can get the All Star nod though. If LeBron retires, absolutely he can get that. Especially with
Exactly.
the LA fan base standing behind him, absolutely.
And yeah, there's talks already about Austin Reeves wanting to remain a Laker long term. And so it's just a matter of making it fit with Luka Doncic and, making sure that he's going to be a long-term fit around him.
Right, right.
Yeah. But before we move on, let's move on. That's it. Not saying before we move on. Let's move on. Before we get to Luka and LeBron, let's talk about Maxi Kleber.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. What do you have to say about him?
Obviously, Maxi Kleber played one game last season.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
game.
We played one game in our elimination game against the Timberwolves. Was shoehorned out there when Jackson Hayes was benched. Was basically like, just go out there and just. It's like basically when you're out of shape, dude, and you go out to the basketball, at 24-hour fitness, and you go out to the court, and there's like, I don't know how this is gonna go, but we're just gonna play a full 5-on-5 game.
I don't have many nice things to say about Kleber because the only time I really saw him is A when he hit a game winning shot over us,
Oh yeah,
over
I
the
remember that.
Lakers. Yeah, that made me almost want to rip down the TV.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah. Yeah.
second, it's not his fault, but he looked really slow and unathletic, and he looked like an uncle out there, dude. Just
Yeah,
like an
pretty
uncle
much.
trying to play with the kids, and like he used to have his heyday. But
Maxi's gonna
I don't really know much about him, to be honest. I think what I'm told is he's a stretch four.
he spent many years in Dallas, being serviceable out there. But now it's just a matter of staying healthy now. He's not going to be in the rotation, I don't think. He probably in preseason maybe just to see where he's at. But other than that, if let's say Jackson Hayes is out, DeAndre Ayton's out, he's the third string center, and so he's going to have a couple opportunities out there, and one couple things. If he can be consistent with his mid range, that'll be good. And his I would say just his overall fitness out there. And if he can just stay, athletic enough and not be a potato out there, then I think he'll be okay. Okay, in
Well,
spot minutes.
Well, to be honest, I think the his greatest asset is his contract. His contract is nice and inflated, and he's going to be a great piece to trade. So thank you, Max Kleba. That's he's gonna be traded. We're not going to let his contract just expire. He's going to bring in another player. So that'll
Exactly.
be his contribution to LA.
Exactly. Let's talk about Bronny James. Bronny James Jr. Bronny.
Oh, Mr. Brawny. Mr. Brawny. I just like to see him. All I can say is just be an average NBA player. That's pretty much, there's not really much to say. Maybe he'll surprise a lot of us, but I know he was coming off a cardiac arrest, but everything I did see, he does look like he has good defensive mind. He looks like he's going to be a good defensive point guard, but I really don't know what to expect out of him out of offense. I guess if he gives you a couple points with good efficiency, you should be happy with that. Maybe if he hits a three, it's like okay, cool. But there's
Yeah,
no expectations out of him.
really. I mean, well, I'll say a couple things here. One, it looks like he's built his body up to being
Hmm.
an NBA player. I mean, he looks in really good shape. During
Hmm.
summer league, he had some pretty impressive defensive plays. So defense is going to be his calling card. Now it's kind of weird for me to categorize him as a point guard, but that's
Hmm.
essentially what he is, considering his height.
Right.
Um, and that's kind of just been the reason why people just start like, well, I don't know if he's going to be an NBA player because look at his height. Uh,
Right.
yeah, but defense is his calling card. And then, like we saw last season, he's going to get spot minutes here and there. Now,
Hmm.
right now he's still at the end of the bench, all things considered, but preseason's going to be a spotlight for him. And like I said, mid February or January when his dad takes a 2 week vacation and guys are just in and out of the lineup, he's going to be placed in there. And so it's going to be interesting to see his development then. He developed from the beginning of last year all the way to the end, you can see the development, and in summer league this year. So with Ronnie James, though, the expectation meter is not too high, but I think that's still okay for him because all things considered, that's where it should be. And so if he comes in and just is very good, like not very good, but passable on defense and makes some plays out there for the team, I think people are going to look at him in a different light.
Yeah, yeah, but I don't even think he's going to get spot minutes though. He's going to come in during garbage time.
Well, no, that's what I mean. Spot minutes, garbage time. But
Yeah, yeah.
that's
M-
that's going to be it.
Maybe, maybe if there's a couple injuries, he'll play. But what was that one game that everyone was injured and he got put in the starting lineup? I think it was against the Bucks.
What,
He did not look good at all.
which player was it? Bronny? Who
Yeah, Bronny started. It was against the Bucks.
he did? I don't remember that at all last year.
Yeah, you don't remember where
I do
every
not.
player was out? Like Luca was out, LeBron
Oh,
was
yes, that was a
out.
home game, right?
Right, and we got smacked
But we won the previous game. That was towards the end of the season.
yeah, and then Markeith Morris came in there looking like an uncle, like he made it in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, like he was finally going to contribute something, and he
Yeah. But
yeah,
that was a situation where we had to get one of the two. It was better that
right.
we won. Oh, that was off. That was when no. I'm mistaken. I'm mistaken. Whichever
What's
the case was we won the first game. I forgot who we played, but then we
I think it
had
was
the
the
option.
Rockets.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. But we had the option to sit everybody and we did.
Oh yeah, we sat everybody. Yeah, here it is. March 20th, 2025. It was Bucks. Yeah, 118.89.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Let's take a look here. I just have to see. Um, what's the box score? Box score on that one. Oh yeah, Torian Prince. He didn't show out.
Oh my God. What a horrible Laker his 1 year.
No, actually, Bronny James had a good game. Wow, 7 out of 10.
Okay. Yeah.
2 out of 4. Yeah, he had 17 points in 30 minutes. It was oh, Shake Milton. Oh, I'm so glad he's off. Oh my God, Alex Len. So glad. Cam Reddish. Um, yeah, they started Markeith Morris. Like I said, he looked like a happy uncle out there.
Yeah, he did. He did. But let's get into guys that actually matter now.
All right,
And
go for it.
and we're gonna talk about his dad. Daddy
Oh,
LeBron.
Dad LeBron. Yeah.
What can we
Go
say
ahead.
about the man that has it all?
Um, I would say he just needs to stay healthy and just play like LeBron. Play like LeBron does. He needs to quit taking so many threes though. He takes so many threes every game. It's like, dude, relax. Like you're a decent 3-point shooter, but like if this is going to be your last season or second to last season, leave it all out there and just start driving the ball like you used to. Or like,
Well, that's the problem. He's not able to do that anymore.
yeah, that's true. That is part of his longevity is taking a lot of threes. That's for sure.
Look, LeBron in his 23rd NBA season, the most out of any NBA player in history. He's going to be 41 years old. And like I mentioned to you earlier, he's going to take a couple weeks off here, he's going to take a couple weeks off there. And he might even sit a couple games. I think he's probably going to play in maybe max 65 games this season.
Yeah, I say 65. 65 sounds pretty good to me.
Right. And that's considering injury, that's considering just vacation time for LeBron.
Well, you know, I'll say this. Yeah, I'll say it out loud. LeBron's been, he was begging the media. Yeah, he went to the media. AD needs to be the number one option. This is AD's team. This is AD's team. Blah, blah, blah. Now it's like, hey, we got Luca. Sit down and shut up, buddy. This is his team now. Whether you say it or not, this is his team.
Right,
So
exactly. No, there
I
is no
thought,
more questions about whose team it is. It is Luka Doncic's team.
oh yeah, whether he likes it or not.
But
That's
yeah,
the greatest part.
now going back to what we've talked about before, LeBron is kind of just soaking everything in, and I think this season it's going to be more and more apparent that it's going to be his last season with the Lakers, and two,
Yep.
retirement is coming up. And I really think it will be, regardless if he retires or not, it will be his last season with the Lakers.
Yeah, I think I don't think the front office really wants him back. That's I think there's something in the I think there's the front office knows something that we don't know. Like Exhibit A, Luka Doncic. No one thought he was going to come to LA. Look at Jokic. Jokic isn't really talking about his extension. He's pushing it off. He's playing the whole I don't want to talk about that. I'll worry about that later. I just want to
Yeah,
play for the Nuggets right now.
yeah,
Who's to say that Luka's not talking to Jokic saying, "Hey buddy, come to LA."
right. And honestly, I mean, what Luka taught me last year in that whole trade is anything is possible now. But sticking with LeBron, I think that he is in a place now where he just one, health has to be, a very much a real concern with him. And
Right.
two, I think just him with his whole contract situation, you can't let it come to a place where it's a distraction. And it was during the summer, but now it's not. And so let's keep it that way. I think if the team is winning and everything is kind of hunky dory, then those things are going to be dormant. But if the team starts losing, and we're not where we need to be. Let's say we're fifth or sixth in the West, or maybe God forbid, below that. Then that's when you're gonna start seeing the rumblings come out.
I don't think a team that has a revitalized Luka Doncic, you're going to be easily a top four team in the West. I don't care what
Exactly.
anyone says. That man on any given night could beat any team by
Yeah.
himself. That's how Luka is. But about LeBron, I would like to say, mm, I say he should be a third option right now. I say it should be Luka, Reeves, then LeBron.
Yeah, I think he needs to really take a back seat to that. And obviously, he's still gonna have nights where he's gonna go off for 20 something. But the more he kind of just takes a back seat and lets Austin Reeves take control, Rui Hachimura take control, it's gonna be better.
Or really let Luca take control. But
Yeah.
the thing is, I don't think LeBron's ego is going to allow him to do that. I think it seems to me that LeBron still wants to be the man, and it's something just I don't know. Like the comments he makes, it kind of seems like he wants to be the franchise, but it's like, I'm sorry, you're no longer the franchise.
Yeah.
He
He's not.
was, he was until February.
And that's why I think his heart is really in Cleveland right now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He knows it's over for him in LA. We have Luca.
Yeah. We have Luca and you don't.
Yeah. We have Luca and you don't.
Don't.
Oh, if I was able to sidestep, if I saw Steve Ballmer, that'd be the first thing I'd tell him. That'd be the
Yeah.
first thing. That'll be the only thing. I wouldn't talk about business or hello, sir, you're so successful. Teach me. I would burn all bridges and just tell him straight to his face, that stupid Clipper owner.
Oh
All
my.
right.
All right. Let's end the roster right here. We'll talk about Luka Doncic.
The,
Expectations
the
for
man,
the man.
the yo soy measuring
Yeah,
stick.
Yo Soy measuring stick. I like that.
Yes. Yes, that is no, that is two people. That's me and Luca. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
But
Yo Soy measuring stick. So my expectations for Luka is quite simple.
be Luka
MVP.
Doncic.
MVP. Luka Doncic.
It's just be Luca. Just go
Yeah.
out there, go out there and do Luca things
Yes.
and make some nice sexy passes. Hit all the shots you want.
Go for 50 a couple nights. Shit, go for 60 maybe once
The
or
only
twice.
the only expectation I have out of him is just be an average defender. That's all
Yeah.
that's everything else you're gonna do. We already know you're gonna rebound, you're gonna play make, you're gonna score, you're gonna get to the free throw line, you're gonna cuss at fans, you're
Yeah.
gonna cuss at the
Refs.
referees,
Yeah.
you're gonna have that beautiful smile that you have. And
Yeah.
just be an average defender. That's all I'm asking for. That's the only
Me too.
expectation I have. Everything else we already know he's gonna do.
Exactly. Is it it's not far fetched for me to think MVP because I think he should be in the running. Number 2 or number 3 at least.
number three, he is going to be the MVP.
Calling it
Remember,
right here. MVP. I'm calling it too. MVP.
yeah, dude, you got to remember, Dallas kicked his ass out and called him Fat Boy.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, just like that meme. Sugar tits, butterball,
Double wide,
double
fat
wide.
ass.
Yeah. That's that's what they called Luca on his way out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Get out of here, double wide. You're done, fat ass. Fucking
Yeah,
sugar tits,
exactly.
plum boy. Oh yeah, dude. Oh
Oh, he's
yeah,
taking it
they're.
personal, dude. He's taking it
Oh
personal like Michael Jordan.
oh yeah, yeah, he is, dude. And Luca, like, don't let that little smile and that little shy. I'm a Slovenian kid. I don't know English.
Yeah,
Don't let him. Don't let that distract you, man. He is a killer out there.
yeah, he
When
is.
he goes psycho, he goes psycho. It seems like he blocks out, like he really wants to win, and that's what I love about Luca. He's he expresses his emotions. He'll yell at you. He'll yell
Yeah,
at his teammates.
yeah,
Or he
yeah, he
backs it
will.
up too.
Yeah.
He'll hit a shot over you and he'll tell you
Oh,
all
he'll talk
about it.
trash to you when he's 40 feet out and say, I'm going to hit it from right here, like
Oh
Larry
yeah.
Bird. Yeah.
Yeah. I think they used to call him Baby Larry Bird, but no, he's a grown ass man. He knows exactly what he's doing. There's I can I can sit here and say so many positive things about Luca. That's why I bought his jersey.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Luca. It's Luca.
Exactly. It's Luca. And so MVP is my expectations. And, you know, he has to be the man mostly every single night.
We talk about Mike. He is the man. He's always going to come out and be the man. Even when he's sitting on the bench, he's the man. It's
I know that.
Luca. It's
I know.
Luca. It's
It's Luca.
Luca. It's Luca.
It
He's
is.
the man. He's the man, dude. He's the measuring stick. He's the everything. It's Luca. That's all I have to say.
Exactly. Let's get into the schedule a little bit here before we
All
wrap
right.
up the podcast. Uh, Regular season starts Tuesday, October 21st at home versus Golden State.
Mm.
Yeah, I think that should be a win for us. There was a game last season where we lost to them, and it kind of just really pissed me off late in the season
Yeah,
too.
that was that dude. That was my birthday. I was
Oh
there.
yeah,
I
yeah,
was there. Yeah, happy birthday to me.
yeah,
Yeah, I was pissed, dude. I was pissed, but we're still integrating Luca, and we did come off such a nice hot stretch, but it was really evident that we needed a big man. Jackson Hayes was not cutting it, but I think it's gonna be a hard fought game. It's gonna be a really hard fought game, but the Golden State Warriors, they're the Golden State Warriors now
yeah. They
because
are, dude. Looking like the
yeah,
2022 Lakers.
shit, we thought that was gonna be a great idea, but
Yeah,
Steph's gonna look nice. Jimmy Butler's gonna look nice, but who's gonna even look nicer is gonna be Luca and LeBron and Austin Reeves, and that's a home game for us, right?
yeah, it is.
Yeah, we're gonna win that.
Wednesday, yep.
We're
Wednesday,
gonna win that.
October 29th, we have the Minnesota Timberwolves at on the road in Minnesota. So it'll be good playoff rematch right there. Halloween night, the cup starts against the Memphis Grizzlies at home. Let's see
Oh,
if we
okay.
can win the cup again this year,
Oh shit,
or
I'm gonna
whatever
be at the
that's worth.
Ducks. I'm gonna be at the Ducks game, so I'm gonna be at the Ducks game watching the Laker game, and can't wait for that one.
Yeah, definitely. Wednesday, November 12th, Oklahoma City. That'll be a good your measuring stick quote right there. Yo soy measuring stick. They are the measuring stick of the NBA right now.
Yeah, yeah. So measuring. That's the funniest thing I ever came up with.
Yeah.
Uh, I
December go ahead.
let's go back to OKC. That's gonna be a great game. Marcus Smart. That's where he's gonna have to show out, and no one's gonna stop Shea. No one's gonna stop Shea. It's gonna be more of Marcus Smart's going to have to prove his worth. To slow down Shea. Where when Shea doesn't get an easy 30, it's going to have to be like a 28, 29 ball,
Yeah,
but bad efficiency. There you go.
I agree. I agree. December 5th, first game against Boston. That's still without Jason Tatum.
Oh, we're
Hopefully that's a
winning
win.
that. That's a win, dude. Jalen Brown, sit the fuck back down, dude. You ain't winning shit this year.
Yeah. December 25th, Christmas Day versus Houston.
That's going to be a beautiful, beautiful game. Is that home? Are we at home?
Yeah, we're at home. Yeah, that'll be
Oh
a
yeah,
beautiful game to watch.
we're gonna win that game. We're gonna win that. They have no answer for Luca. You could put Almond Thompson. You could put anyone against Luca. Luca's gonna show out that game.
Exactly.
All eyeballs are gonna be on him. He's showing out.
Exactly. And the game he showed out last year was in Denver, January 20th, on the road against Denver. That's a
Oh,
Tuesday.
oh yeah, that was beautiful. We should win that game.
Yeah.
I believe we should win that game. I don't think going back. I don't think we're gonna win against the Timberwolves. I can't say we're gonna win every single game, but we'll win that game in Denver. Absolutely.
Exactly. A game we should win is January 24th. Is Luca returns to Dallas for the second time.
Oh yeah. Luca's gonna just he's gonna go off. He's really gonna that's a 50 ball.
Yeah, it is.
That's a 50 ball, especially he's actually in shape now. Oh, that's a 50 ball.
Yeah,
Easy.
it is. Oh
Easy
yeah.
money.
50
Easy
ball,
money.
just like last year. And then let's see here. Let's go down the list here. We'll only pull out some let's see, key games. Dallas coming back to Crypto.com Arena in LA. Anthony
When
Davis.
Anthony Davis is returning, yeah, he's gonna be Mr. Street Clothes, dude, and we're gonna be thanking the heavens that day when you see AD sitting on the sideline in his street clothes, where all his fans are gonna stare at the heavens and say, "Thank you so much for allowing us to have Luca."
Exactly. That game is on February 12th. The Lakers play the New York Knicks on my birthday, March 8th.
Oh, March 8th. Yeah, we should take that game. But the Knicks are kind of deep though. They have a good 8-man rotation.
Yeah, they do. Very
But we should have reinforcements. Like I said, we didn't really talk about it, but Gabe Vincent has a nice contract to trade. Max Kleba has a nice contract to trade. Rui Hachimura, even if he's not panning out, he's a nice contract and a good role player to trade.
yeah.
We'll pull some kind of stop.
Yeah, we will. Exactly. And we go towards the end of the stretch here. We play a lot of Oklahoma City. That's going to be really crucial to our playoff success. We play Houston twice in March. Let's see, we play Dallas again, we play Golden State again, and so we play Phoenix, we play Utah. It's all Western Conference teams heading down the stretch, and I think it's done by design so they can one, sure up the playoff standings, but two, it's going to be a test. You also a measuring stick for all these Western Conference teams.
Yeah. I think we're gonna do well this season. But I'm telling you right now, this is not going to be the final roster. We just ran down through the roster, but Rob Pelinka, he what I like about him is he has that old Jerry Buss mentality. I'm not going to just make a trade just to make a trade.
Right.
He sits there real quietly. He's like that quiet kid that just sits there, and then once he sees weakness, he pounces.
Yeah, he does. Prime example is the Luka trade.
Oh, dude, he took care of
Yeah, he did.
shit. What's his name again? I'm
Nico
forgetting.
Harrison.
Oh yeah, dude. He bamboozled the hell out of Nico Harrison. He used their friendship. He used
Yeah.
their Nike days against him.
Yeah.
And Nico Harrison didn't even know it, dude. But oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's like me just buttering you up and then you find me in bed with your wife. Like what the
Oh
fuck?
yeah.
Yeah.
You buttered me out. You told me. Oh yeah.
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 Boom. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be a good day.
Before we end the podcast, what is your prediction for the regular season record? And where do we stand in the Western Conference?
55 and 27, and I say we'll be 3 seed.
Three seed. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna say three seed as well. I'm gonna say three seed, but I'm gonna go 58. 58 and what was that 20, 25 around there? 24? 24?
24,
Yeah,
58, 24. Okay, okay, I can see that.
58 wins. And I think, obviously it's gonna be hard if the Lakers aren't a 60-win team. If the league always loves to give the MVPs to teams that are in the 60 plus win category. But if the Lakers could get to 60 wins, that's going to bode well for Luka to get MVP. And I
Hmm.
think, yeah, 58 wins could possibly get it as well.
Yeah, yeah. I think. I think we're going to be able to do if we stay healthy. Again, this is not the final roster. I can see where we're going to make a couple trades. Remember, hey, look, Walker Kessler, they're not signing him to an extension. So if he comes over, we trade over like a Dalton Connect and a couple draft picks. We can really start making some noise.
Yeah, we can. Exactly. Yeah. Either I'm going to say the 3 seed or the 2 seed is possible at that, if we
We
get
were the two seed.
wins.
We were the 2 seed, but we kind of ran out of gas though.
We did. We did. But, the roster is not complete yet. And we're
No.
already better than what we were last year. And
Oh
so,
yeah, we're way better. Dorian Finney-Smith, he was a good player, dude, but it just Jake L is going to really shock some people because he's young and he's motivated and he doesn't have knee issues also.
exactly. Exactly. But all right, John, that's it for today's podcast. Want to plug anything else? Plug your business?
Yeah, sure. Murphy and Sons Funeral Home. We're family owned and operated. We're located in Glendora, and yeah, there you go.
Lake
We're here to
County,
talk.
baby.
Yeah, LA County. Yeah, LA County. Yeah, got to have the little Laker flag outside, dude, and tell all the
Should.
families, hey,
Should.
you a Laker fan? 5% off. There you go.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. 5% off. Yeah.
5% off.
Yeah.
Maybe. No, I'm kidding. I'm
Yeah,
kidding. I'm kidding.
exactly. But this is fun. I really like talking Lakers with you outside of the podcast, but having you on is it was really, really cool too.
Yeah, we'll make this more of a regular thing if my schedule allows it. Remember, folks, death does not have a schedule. Or no, what's my famous line? Um, I don't even remember what it is.
You're the Grim Reaper, so
Yeah, there you go. I've been using that for so many years now. I'm the Grim Reaper. I'm the Grim Reaper. Yeah, I told this like I went to go get my back adjusted, and he found out I was a funeral director, and he kept asking me so many questions, and I was really irritated that day. And I
hi.
just kind of looked at him. I'm like, "Yo, dude, I'm the Grim Reaper. Okay, that's
Yeah.
it." And he kind of got the hint. I'm like, "Oh, you don't want to talk about it." I hate it when people ask me so many weird questions.
Oh well. That's what they're supposed to annoy you. But it's all
Yeah,
good. Thank you guys for listening to today's podcast. Again, we have our Rams report already up. Wrestling with Ryan will be produced this weekend, and we're going to talk all things coming up with what's the pay-per-view coming up. I want to say Clash in Paris, but that has come about now. That's in the past. But whatever pay-per-view is coming up, I'm just blanking on the name. There's so many pay-per-views coming up in WWE. Berlin.
yeah.
No, not Berlin. Perth. Crown Jewel Perth. We're going to be talking about Crown Jewel Perth and everything coming up in WWE. But thank you guys for listening. This is the LA Sports Roundup podcast. My name is Mike. And thank you guys.
And my name is Jonathan Murphy. Thank you guys for listening.
All right. Take care.
Take care.